Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a combined teacher haul. Now I say combined because I did not get everything in one shot. I got everything over the course of a few weeks or a few shopping trips at a time. So if I saw it and I felt like it was something that I needed to have in my room or something that I felt like would be great and would make my life easier for this year, I went ahead and picked it up. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so I'm gonna actually just go ahead and jump right into it. So I got everything in this haul from Michael's, Dollar Tree, or Target, and then there are two things over here from Walmart. I tried to unpack everything out of the bags to kind of make it go by a little faster and so there wouldn't be a bunch of noise from me trying to go through all of the bags. So hopefully this will be easy for you to follow and maybe you can get some ideas of things you want to have in your room. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So the first thing, I'm gonna go through the things that I got from Michael's first. So the first thing I got was, I'm very excited about this, is this guy right here. I'm gonna put it over my face. Yes, it is probably the drawers you have been seeing on Instagram, Facebook, anywhere you can find it on social media, but it's the 10-cart Lexington style drawer from Michael's. They're just really, really nice. I love the colors on it. These colors, I have a pretty colorful classroom, so I thought it would fit really, really nicely. Now, one of the big things that I want to improve in the next school year is organization, and I felt like I wanted to consolidate a lot of things in my room because a problem I was having was organization and then feeling like I didn't have a lot of space. So I wanted to kind of consolidate a lot of the things, handouts and the paper flow that I seem to have in my room into these drawers. So what I plan to do with these drawers is to have like my Monday through Friday, my next week, all organize all of my copies for centers and workstations into these drawers. I'm also going to have a drawer for the papers that go home in their Thursday folders. If you've been watching my vlogs, you've seen or heard me talk about Thursday folders and having to stuff those and just feeling like I didn't have enough space to put everything. So I'm hoping that these drawers will help me out. I'm probably going to label them with some labels from TPT, or my sister has a Cricut, so she'll probably help me out with that too. But yeah, I'm going to organize paper flow into these drawers. So that's the first thing I got from Michael's. Alright, so you can probably guess the second thing that I got from Michael's if I got those drawers. I got this pretty cart here. And guys, I don't remember how much those drawers cost. I got them on sale. I believe they were 40% off. I think this cart here was $30. I'll try to link the prices of everything in the description box for you. But anyway, I got this Lexington 3-tier rolling cart, and I think I said that the drawers were a Lexington style. They're not. That was my fault. I'm sorry about that. I'm getting things confused. This cart is the Lexington style. Those are just, the first thing I showed you was just drawers. But this is what it looks like, and it comes in a couple of different colors. This is the mint green. I think they had a pink, a white, a gray, probably a black. They only had the pink, the mint green, and the white when I got mine a couple of weeks ago. So I know they come in some more colors, but I know that they had these when I got this a couple weeks ago. You can also order it online if you don't see the one that you want. Now, what I plan to do with this cart is organize things that I use every day for small groups. Last year I was using I was using everything that I normally use, but I was having to dig out of my cabinets for everything every day. And the reason is because, you know, when I leave for the day, leave my classroom for the day, I like to kind of clean things up and have everything ready so that when I come in the next day, I'm coming into a clean classroom. And so that was getting kind of redundant with all of my small group stuff since most of my instruction occurs in small groups. And so I figured it would be nice to still have everything organized, but accessible as well. So what I plan to do, and I'll show you it again, is, and I'm gonna put it down because it's kind of heavy. What I plan to do is for the first tier, put everything that I use on a normal basis for small groups, like pencils, dry erase markers, little pieces of paper, things like that, things that I know we use every single time, whether it's math or reading groups. The second tier, I plan to put things specifically for reading groups, so like bookmarks, read the little whisper phones. I had actually planned to make whisper phones this year. We'll see if that actually happens. I plan to put my spelling list, because we go over our spelling list every morning before we get into our book for that day. And I also plan to put magnetic letters in there. I have magnetic letters that I like to use to kind of help with some of those sight words and that spelling fluency. So I plan to put those into the second tier. So all of my reading group materials will go in the second tier. And then in the third tier, the bottom one, I'm going to put math manipulatives in there that I like to use all the time, like counters, base 10 blocks and things like that, maybe Unifix cubes, and then some hundreds charts. I have a ton of single hundreds charts that kind of like a class set, things like that to kind of help with some of that number sense. So I plan to put things like that into that third tier. So I plan to organize my small group stuff into that cart. So that is what I will be using that for. So the last thing I got from Michael's was my happy planner, my teacher planner. First of all, can we all just agree, and you can probably see my ring light in the glare here, but can we all just agree that this is just so pretty and such a nice way to kind of keep things that you need to have organized? I will do probably a separate video on how I am going to set this up, but basically it's the Happy Planner Teacher Planner. And I was using Erin Condren last school year, and believe me, I loved that planner. It was so nice. I kept up with it for the most part, you know, writing down my lesson plans and everything in it. But I kind of fell off the wagon a little bit around February. I was like, I don't know if I can really keep up with this anymore, so I kind of stopped writing them down. But I found that writing my plans, even though I already have them on like a spreadsheet that we get printed out every week for our whole team, it was nice to kind of have them written down too, because what I found was happening was that paper would either get ruined or torn or sometimes lost. And so if that ever happens, I always have somewhere else to kind of refer to if I need to look at something real quick. I also plan to, whenever I am planning out things that I want to focus on for small groups, I plan to put that in here too. But like I said, I plan to do a separate video on how I'm going to set this up for the school year. I'm really excited about that. And I've already been kind of playing around with it a little bit, and I'm excited to use this, I'll just say. But yes, I got this teacher planner. Again, I got this on sale as well. I probably should have done this a couple of weeks ago because I feel like I don't remember any of the prices. I want to say the original price of that, because I got it in the teacher planner set, so it came with the planner and the stickers and a couple of different accessories. I want to say the original price was $29.99, and then I got it on sale for 40% off. So, but again, I will look up all of the prices of everything that I'm showing you, and then I'll put it in the description box, so you'll be all set and good to go. Alright, so that's everything that I got from Michael's. The next store that I'm going to show you are things that I got from Target. You can probably see behind me one of the things that I got. I got this banner. I actually got two of them. I have this one because I will talk more about this in another video if you want me to, but I recently became a VIP kid teacher, and so I wanted to have something fun and festive to decorate my virtual classroom with. So I have this banner from the Target Dollars section, and I got another one for my classroom that I'm gonna put up somewhere, probably over my small group board, just to kind of make it more fun. So I got two of these. in here. In fact, I'll go ahead and show you the other one because I'm not really I don't really remember how much it was. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. So yeah, like I said, I got 2 of these. One is right here, and then one is still in the packaging because I haven't made it to my classroom yet. And then this was $3, so I got 2 of them, so $6. But yes, I wanted this last year, and then every time I went to Target, even when I was working there, by the way, I worked at Target for 4.5 years before becoming a teacher, and so whenever I would go there, like just kind of browse the dollar section on my break or when I got off work, I was never able to find this. So as soon as I got it, as soon as I saw it, I had to get it, so I got 2 of them. So here you go. And another thing about the dollar section, if you see it, I would suggest not waiting because it might not be there the next day, or it might not be there for a while, or it might not be there again the closer you get to August and when back to school season is over. That's just from my experience shopping at Target and working at Target, so just an FYI. Alright, so that's the first 2 things I got. The next thing I got were pointer sticks, and they're these little things. I had pointer sticks last year, and they unraveled and kind of got destroyed, so but I like using them for guided reading, well, not guided reading, shared reading. Whenever we are reading a book together as a whole group, I like to point out certain words and point out certain phonics skills, and so I thought having a pointer of some sort would be helpful with that, and I thought these were so cute. They are $1 a piece, and I'm going to use, I got 2 because I'm going to use one for my smartboard and like the front of my classroom, and I'm going to use the other one, and I haven't decided which one I want to use for which yet, but I'll use the other one for when I'm doing small group reading, or if I'm showing something on my easel that I want my kids to pay attention to. So I got 2 of these. And then the next thing I got was I needed a new calendar. Well, I say I needed a new calendar. What I plan to do with my, and well, first let me show you the calendar. So I got this calendar. It's not really the one that I wanted, but I didn't want to risk not being able to get something at the, this is $3, I believe. Yes, this is $3. I didn't want to risk not being able to get a calendar from the dollar section. The one that I wanted was the pocket chart one, and I haven't been able to find that yet. And I really didn't want to be spending a whole lot of time going to different Targets trying to find one thing. That's not what I want to be doing. I mean, if that's what y'all like to do, that's totally fine. That's just not something that I want to be doing. I don't know, I don't feel like driving all over the place. So I didn't want to risk not getting a calendar at all from the dollar section, but the one I wanted was the pocket chart one. But I got this. I feel like it'll be fine. It's a lot smaller than the one that I had. If you've been watching my vlogs or have seen my Instagram posts, you've seen that I have this really cute Snoopy calendar that's Snoopy's doghouse and then him laying on top of it. It's so cute, but it takes up a lot of space, and this year I want to kind of change up my bulletin board a little bit, so I have it separated into 3 sections, but I'm going to do it in 2 sections because I need more space for all of the math materials that I do for calendar and number of the day. So we do calendar, and we talk about, we use the hundreds chart to learn how to count by 5s, count by 2s. I'm doing this totally out of order. 2s, 5s, 10s, different ways to skip count. And then we talk about money, we talk about the number of days we've been in school, we talk about how to regroup 1s into 10s and things like that. And so I want more space on my math board to do that, so I decided I would get a smaller calendar, and that way I would be able to utilize that space a little more. So I have this calendar. I mean, it's still cute. It's not like it's not cute or anything. I just really liked my Snoopy calendar. I'm a little sad that I have to part with it, but I feel like this is more practical. So that's this calendar. And then this is something that my sister actually, she went to Target with me one day, and this is something that she thought that I felt that I could use, and it was actually this activity here. It is a student questionnaire. It says it's a great activity for the first day of school. I was just gonna find one on Teachers Pay Teachers, but I thought this was cute. I mean, it's $1, and basically it just says, hello, my name is, they'll write their name on here, They'll draw a picture of themselves. Here, oh, I forgot. Here they will put how old they are, which I'm a first grade teacher, so they're probably going to be 6 years old. Unless they haven't turned 6 yet, which is rare. I did have a 5-year-old who turned 6 the 3rd day of school in my class last year, so I had a 5-year-old first grader last year. They'll put their favorite dessert here, their favorite animal, their favorite song. I might have to help them out with that one. Their favorite place to visit. I might have to help them out with that one too. Their favorite color, and then their favorite subject. Again, I may have to help them out with this one. And then, what would you like to learn about this year? They're pretty, I found, because we had something kind of like this last year for the first day of school, I think they'll be able to figure this one out, but of course I'll help them out with that one too. And then what I plan to do is hang them up on my Our Work is Bright board. Well, it's not really a board, it's more just a space on the wall. But I'll hang this up for a few weeks, and then they'll get to take it home and show their parents. So this will be one activity that we do on the first day of school. Alright, the next thing I got was this guy right here. I wanted this last year, but I plan to take pictures as part of an activity for the first day of school. Basically, I'll write their name here. I have chalk. They'll write their name here, and then they'll be like their first day of first grade, and then they are I guess this is kind of redundant. I don't know. It'll be fun. It'll be totally fine. They are 6 years old, most likely. When they grow up, they want to be whatever. The date of the first day of school, which for us is going to be the August 22nd, I believe, and then who their teacher is, which is me. But the cool thing about this is it's the first day of school and then the last day of school. So I think that'll be really, really cool to have on both days. This was $5. So that's what this looks like. Alright, the next thing I got at Target was a little game. This is a felt tic-tac-toe. I wanted to kind of build up indoor recess games and different activities. Plus, we're not really going to get into curriculum those first couple of days of school. So I thought it would be fun to kind of, as an activity, maybe the second or third day, is in teaching them how to rotate for workstations and centers. I was going to have one activity be different games, and so this can be a choice for a game. I'm sure, I would think that they know how to play tic-tac-toe at 6 years old, at least I feel like I did. But I thought it was cool that it was felt, so it's kind of soft. I feel like kids really are very sensory, and so they like things that are soft. This was $3, and I'm actually really excited to use it. I might even play it a little bit myself with my sister or something. Yes, this was $3, and I just had to have it. Alright, the next thing is something that I'm really, really excited to use. It is this inflatable bowling set. I've seen so many teachers on Instagram using this and showing how they use it. A big way that I see people using this for is to review for different tests. Now, with our content in first grade, we really assess on spelling and different phonics skills, and then math. So this would be a really good way to do a quick review for spelling words or math facts. So, but I thought it was really cute, and I've been wanting it for a while, and my Target near my house has not carried it for a long time. But like I said, if you see it, if you're at Target and you see something that you feel like you need to have, or you feel like you've been wanting for your classroom, get it while it's there, because you might not see it again. And that's what I did. So I got this inflatable bowling set. I want to get a pump for it, so I'll probably take a look on Amazon or something to see if I can find a decent pump, but this is heavy, but I'm sure they're probably weighted or something, but I'm excited to use this. I like bowling, and I had some kids in my class that liked bowling last year, so I think this will be fun for them to do. And then if you don't even have to use this to review, you can use this as like a game, as an incentive. If you have this many good days this week, you can play bowling at recess or something. So you can use this for so many things, and that's what I like about some of the different things that I've been seeing other teachers on Instagram use. They're using things in ways that I would never have thought to use them. So I liked this idea. All right, I got a couple more things from Target and then we'll move on to another store. So one of the last things, sorry, some of my stuff fell. One of the last things that I got from Target, this was something that I didn't need, but it was something I felt like I just had to have because it was so cute. I got the socks. This one has pencils on them, and then this one says #TeacherLife. They are so cute, and who doesn't love fun socks? These were $1, so pick up as many as you can. We all love fun socks. And then the last thing I got at Target was a pack of stickers, or a book of stickers. These can be used actually, well, it says here that these are clear stickers to decorate your planner. How cute would these be in that happy planner that I got from Michael's? I'm really excited to use them in my planner. And I have tons of stickers that I use for my kids. I have a ton that I did not use last year, so we are good on stickers for them. But I thought these were really, really cute, so I'm definitely going to use these in my planner. Another thing that I forgot to mention that I got from Target is actually not in here with me. It's in my car, but I didn't go run out to my car to go get them. I got the containers, and I'll try to put a picture I'll try to insert a picture somewhere in this video for you to see. But I got some of those colorful containers. They're not the caddies, and they're not the trays or anything. They are, they're like, it's hard for me to describe without actually having them, and I wish I had them, but it's okay. They're like square containers, and they're different colors, and what I plan to use those for is to organize my cabinets. One of the first thing that I'm going to do when I get back into my classroom very soon, it should be within the next week or two, is to organize my rolling cabinets that I have in my classroom. I have two. And they're just really, really junky, and it's going to be very difficult for me to be able to find things that I need for a certain activity or certain lesson if they're not organized. So I got 8 of those colorful containers, and if you follow me on Instagram, and if you don't, definitely go follow Excellently Elementary on Instagram. I posted a picture of them a couple of weeks ago, maybe a week or two ago, of those containers. They're not very deep, but they can hold different things, and they're not very big. But I have these little inserts in my cabinets that I think those will be the perfect size for me to put supplies in and then slide them into that insert in the cabinet. So that's what I plan to do with those. And like I said, I'm going to put a picture somewhere in this video for you to see. And then also the other thing I got from Target was a desk calendar. I'd never thought I would use a desk calendar before, but I definitely used the one that my team from Target got for me as a going away gift. I used that pretty frequently in my classroom, and it was good to be able to kind of, whenever I'm setting my stuff down when I'm first getting to school, to kind of just look over that desk calendar, see what I have to do for that day, as far as if there's a meeting that I have to be at, or if something has to be turned in that day, or if there's just something really important that I need to know. So I went ahead and picked up a desk calendar. Those containers were $3. I think the desk calendar was $5, but once I have all of that information, like I said, I'm going to post that in the description box for you below, so you'll be good to go. Alright, so that's all the stuff that I got at Target. So the next store I'm going to show you is Walmart, and I got just 2 things from Walmart. These signs, and I posted these on my Instagram page a couple of days ago, actually. So there are these signs. One of them says explore, and the other one says adventure. And I don't know, I've been really falling in love with things that are related to globes and maps. I don't know, I just think that looks so cool, and the message behind, Wanderlust and going anywhere you want to go is, I really like that. So when I saw these, and actually I didn't see them at first, my mom pointed these out to me when we were at Walmart one day, and these were actually only $1 because they were on clearance. They were part of the spring clearance that Walmart was having, so they were $1, and I just picked them up, and I'm going to put these probably in my reading corner. I just think that that would be a really nice addition to sprucing up the reading corner, so I'm really excited to use those. Right, the last store that I'm going to be showing you some things from is Dollar Tree, and I'm telling you, nobody sleep on Dollar Tree. Definitely check them out for some different teacher things. They have a whole teacher section by itself, but they also have just a lot of different things that, again, I've been seeing teachers on Instagram use things in ways that I never would have thought, and a lot of the things that they get are from Dollar Tree, so check them out as well. But the first thing I got from Dollar Tree are these reading highlighters, and I think this would be really good to use for to kind of help the kids pay attention to their place. And you know, sometimes when we're first learning to read, or if we're reading passages that have more than like a couple of lines on a page, they might get lost. So I think this would be a good way to kind of help them keep track of their place in their book that they're reading. So I'm going to definitely use these in my small group that I will be putting in that Lexington 3-tier cart that you saw me show you from Michael's. So I'll be using these. And then the next thing I got from Dollar Tree was a pack of these Phonics Flashcards. We teach phonics quite a bit in first grade. We use a special program called Imagine It, and so I thought these cards would be a really good supplemental supply to have to kind of reinforce phonics skills. I'll probably use these in my small group as well. And then the last thing I got was really, really nice, and I'm excited to use it, is, again, I told y'all I really liked that globe and world map theme. I got an inflatable globe. I'm really excited to use this. I have a real globe in my classroom, but it's really nice and I don't want anything to happen to it, so I thought it would be cool to use an inflatable one to kind of show some of the different countries that we talk about when we do our social studies unit. We do cultures around the world and we talk about different countries, so I thought it would be really cool to show them on something that they can hold in their hands and not damage. Of course it'd be by accident, but I think this would be a better fit for them, so I'm excited to use this as well. Alright everyone, so that is everything that I got in this teacher haul, so that is also going to conclude this video. I hope that some of these items here have given you some ideas about things you can have in your classroom. This is probably the only haul that I plan to do for this upcoming school year. I do have a few things from Amazon that I plan to get on Prime Day, and actually Prime Day is tomorrow. Today is July 15th. So Prime Day will be tomorrow, July 16th. And so I have a few things that if I don't show you here on YouTube, I will probably put it in maybe an Instagram story. So if you're not following me on Instagram, it's down below where you need to click to follow me and see some of the things that I'm doing on Instagram. Or I'll probably just, I plan to do a classroom tour very soon whenever I get everything set up. So I will show it to you in a classroom tour. But that's really all I plan to get. It was really nice not having to worry about not having everything that I needed, because, you know, as a first year teacher last year, I felt like I just had to get everything all at once, and you totally don't need to do that. Get everything, get the basics, and then as the year goes on, you're going to find other things and you'll be able to get them then. Don't stress yourself out. Don't stress yourself out during this time of the school year. Enjoy, of course, enjoy finding cute things, but don't stress yourself out if you don't see what you need right then. But anyway, I hope you liked this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. And even when you subscribe to this channel, go ahead and click the bell so you get notified whenever I post a video. And to all of my subscribers, as always, thank you so much for supporting my channel, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye!